love Julia Tuttle. I love that Miami is the only major US city founded by a woman. And this is back in the late 1800s when women were really not welcome. And instead of shying away from that, she stood right up and said, I belong here, and I have this vision and this dream for what my life and for what the future of this community could be. Very creative on her part in seeing that opportunity and also not backing down from the challenge and being a real problem solver. Julia Tuttle, I think, is the ideal entrepreneur or leader, if you will.
I am a Hispanic immigrant, women, brown entrepreneur. The statistics will be against me.
Most of the times they're like, you're a mom, you can't do this. But they're like, no, you're a mom, and that makes you even better. Because that makes you be, a person that can deal with chaos, that makes you a multitasker. There's so many things that come with being a mom. So the Win Labs they accepted me as I am, and they showed me that I can be much better with the skills that I already have as a mom.
The initial concept that was created was because I was not able to find a suitable transportation solution for my own children. I recruited drivers and parents throughout Miami-Dade, offering kids transportation to and from school and to athletic events. The Win Lab has allowed me to be able to really dig deep into what I needed operational-wise.
Understand the business, the vision, and the long purpose. Love it.
We give the women of Win Lab a lot of resources and tools. One of them is each other. I think that the community of the female founders coming together is one of the most magical things that we create because they truly believe in each other and they want to see each other succeed.
It's a 5-month program that allows women entrepreneurs learn the financial aspects of how to invest in their business, give them the resources, allow them to grow, and see them fly onto their journey.
Koki is it's a lifestyle brand that supports families who are in need of something to make their lives a little bit more efficient, right? And so we cut out a lot of the back and forth because we make it very easy to select from our menus online. We then bring them fresh, groceries that, we shop for just for them. And then we cook the food and we clean the kitchen.
I think she's open to change. I think she's looked at a lot. She's already experimented and pivoted once or twice. She's engaged, she's inspired, she's trying, she's looking at a lot of different opportunities. So what you might want to do is start over with a brand new worksheet.
Yes, that was
because a lot of what mentoring is about, I believe, is affirmation. Giving them the confidence to continue in the vein that they're going when they're not necessarily sure and they're still exploring.
So when I started the Win Lab, I was working on another idea. I was working on a robot called the Carly. And Carly's function was to carry and lift items around the house to help the elderly or differently disabled. And so one of the things that we realized was we had a lot of barriers to entry in that field. So we were in the process of realizing that the Carly wasn't working.
They're all different ages and different walks of life, but they have a growth mindset and they're committing to listening and absorbing as much as they can. And I think that anybody that has a learner's mentality is going to be successful in whatever they do.
Win Lab taught me that yes, you have the technical background, but you are a CEO, you're running a business. So it's different. You have to make decisions based on the viability of the business. And sometimes that means changing directions. It means pivoting. That's when we came up with the beer product.
When it's empty, it kicks. Basically, you just get nothing but foam and CO2. It I can't serve this. This is actually terrible. And when it runs out, I have to open it up, then run to the back, grab a new one, and then take it all the way over here and put it inside, and then reconnect it.
So we made a device that goes in the cooler with the kegs, and you put the kegs on top and it measures the volume in the keg in real time. And so the bartender always knows how much beer he has in his keg at any one time.
The reason why it's going to be so good is because I'll be able to switch it out inside the cooler. Much easier, a lot faster too.
I had to shift my business to find the path that fits my character. My vision is going to be introduced through packaging. We want to completely reimagine disposable culture. How can we keep track if my goal would be complete expansion in North America, right, and selling this product to somebody in New York and to somebody in LA, I can't keep those metrics. I won't be able to tell people the story of Miami. I won't be able to tell people what we had done for our city. If I wouldn't have entered the program, it would be difficult for me to connect the dots. And WinLab allowed me to connect those dots.
The WinLab is transformative for them. It changes the way they view themselves. It changes the way they view the world, changes the way they view their place in the world, changes what they think they can do in their future. It's empowering, and it gives agency. So they as individuals are completely changed, and their businesses as a result grow.
Growing up, I experienced traveling a lot to my friends' houses or families' houses, and that was always much more exciting than traveling to places where I didn't have friends. They know the cities, so they will put together a perfect plan for me, and I got to know places that I wouldn't know otherwise. So that's when I came up with the idea for CityCat. I'm like, if only I could have a friend everywhere I go. So I came up with the concept where we created a platform where you can find friends wherever you go. So that's the whole concept. It's making it easy to find information that matters to you, that's relevant to you, not to the whole world, but for you. We have cats in 28 states, US states. We're expanding internationally. Now we have cats in Paris, in Tokyo, and Sydney. So it's amazing. It feels amazing for me to be able to use my own platform. I can't believe I built that. It feels out of this world.
What have you learned? So we pay the chefs.
I was surprised part of a strategy where you're planning on launching sort of multiple names.
Women go into it often not knowing how to put together a pitch deck, not knowing how to go to investors. So you come out of the program knowing how to run your business financially, how to get in front of investors, and how to pitch much more confidently.
The great success story of WinLab. It's not that we had great ideas. A lot of people do, and there's a lot of really smart people. But putting all of these women together, working together, so we don't feel that we're alone. We don't feel that we're by ourselves. And having that support system is incredibly important.
Please join me in welcoming Tiara Miles, CEO and founder of Coke.
So 1 hour away, there are still some nerves, but I practice all weekend. So I'm pretty excited. Everyone has really great companies that are ready to scale, and I think that's what's really most important. And I think we deserve to kind of have this moment to celebrate all the time and energy and tears, we've put into this entire process.
In their first place winner, $5,000 Tiara Miles.
You gotta dream big. You gotta have this big vision. You gotta believe, and you gotta see the improvement. You gotta see yourself. You gotta own it and see yourself. And I think that you wouldn't find that in any other program.
We're just there to help in any way that's kind of missing or needs more help with. That's it. That's simple as that. Whatever we can do, we want you to feel confident that what you're doing is right and is great, and do not feel doubt. And erase those doubts and fears.
I feel there is a moment right now in local Miami and in the world where we are paying attention to women, we are paying attention to entrepreneurs and to startups, and what future we're building with those companies. And we have this incredible resource in the programming and the Babson name and the brand. to take WinLab and really do something with it to show us locally here in Miami and the world that women deserve to be a part of the entrepreneurial ecosystem.